Hey everybody, welcome to another recap of America's Next Top Model. Last week Simone was eliminated. She's just too smart to be a model. So, mail from home arrives and Anslee, she doesn't want to lose because it's for her daughter and her husband and she doesn't want to let them down. So she's all this week. Tyra Mail, you don't need to be a scientist to be good at chemistry. How many people are really digging the shortened words because it's supposed to be like a website and like texting and everything? It's just a little weird. I especially like the skull on Elimination Day, but we're not there yet. Alright, so they all meet up at Roosevelt Island at the tram and they find out that they're going to have to be getting sexy with Nigel Barker. Ugh, it's coming off a little pervy to me. But he was all like downplaying it and everything. These girls were all train wrecks, and by train wrecks I mean whores, except for Anslee. She was the only one who was like semi-normal. So they're going, that was the teach. So now it's time to do the do. Ann Shoket is the judge for the next part, and it's going to be shot by Nigel, and they're going to have to be getting their sexy on with Ross Matthews? Come on, that is too hard. Oh no. But the winner is going to get a sweet little prize, a 6.5 K, so that means $6,500 worth of diamonds. Angelique's coochie was exposed. Too sexy. Actually, it was not even sexy. It was just disgusting. But Jessica ended up winning, and Alasia won because last week she had the first picture called, so she won a $5,000 ring. Anslee was pretty upset that she didn't win, so it really affected the rest of the episode for her. So they have to go down to Canal Street for the next challenge because the Tyra Mail said tomorrow you're going to find out who's fake and who keeps it real. So they staged a little Tyra fashion play with Mr. and Ms. J. Don't buy fake fashion. It's not cool to buy fake stuff and save a lot of money. Okay, well, let's just say I don't have $5,000 to put down on a designer purse, and most of the designers are having them made in China, so they're having them made for pennies, so like all that is pretty much profit. So how is it stealing fashion when you buy something for like $100 that you could never ever buy? You know, at least somebody's making some money off of it, except for the one guy who's got like millions and billions. I don't know what I just said, but it made sense in my own head. So it's all about the fake. They dress the girls up in fake eyelashes, fake contacts, fake tan, fake hair, fake purses. Yeah, so here's some of the highlights from the photo shoot. Tatiana was all like back to week 1 where she was like putting her hands up by her head and everything. They were all like, oh, why are you going back to week 1? But then that's the photo that they chose and they absolutely loved it. So Jessica, she embraced the crazy. She was jumping around like a bouncy ball. She was just really getting into it. Brenda, on the other hand, was pretty boring. Although her photo turned out pretty strong for being boring. Anslee, she was upset, you know, because of, she thought she should have won the challenge. And you know what? After I saw her picture, I thought she probably should have won too. Maybe Tyra was just creating a little drama in the house. But Jay told her that she was fashion constipated. But rest assured, she crapped her brains out before the end of the shoot. Alexandra, she was boring. Her photo was just like, whatever. So she was all bummed out because she knew she did wrong. So it's time for the judges panel. Nigel, Andre Leon Talley, he's the biggest thing in fashion. And Pat Cleveland, she's an insane muse for Halston, like 100 years ago. Alright, so how do they make this stuff up? Some of the comments were pretty ridiculous. No matter how many fake things you get, it's just never enough. I think they said that about Anslee's picture. Every part of your body is telling a story. I love that. I think they said that about Jessica's picture. And then Alasia. Tyra was like, Nigel was like, I don't know about this. I wish you would have looked up at the camera. And Tyra was all like, sometimes you don't have to look at the camera and you can just look down at your shoe and pull it towards you. And you created magic. Come on, Tyra. Alasia looked like she had stepped in dog crap and she was checking the bottom of her shoe to make sure she didn't ruin it. They are insane. I'm sorry. They've gone off the deep end this season. So the #1 photo this week goes to Jessica because she embraced the crazy. How many people noticed that Raina's photo looked like the saddest, cheapest panda bear that your boyfriend would spend $20 winning for you at a carnival, and then the next morning you wake up and you see it in the light and you're like, that is the cheapest, scariest, skankiest panda bear I've ever seen, but my boyfriend gave it to me and he doesn't give me much, so I'm not going to get rid of it. That's what it looked like. Alright, so the bottom two this week were Tatiana, and Tyra did not like her photo because it was like, your photo is just lucky, and we can't have that. Even though it's fabulous, it was just all luck, and your luck's going to run out. Alexandra, you don't know what to do with all of that wonderful body. That so reminded me of that line in Step Brothers where they were like, I don't feel good. I'm going to throw up all this nice dinner. Totally reminded me of that. Well, in the end, Tatiana was eliminated because you just can't be lucky on America's Next Top Model. So next week, they're going to have a subway photo shoot. Bring a gun. And Anslee is a bitch. No duh. Till next week, much love.